Hey there, I am Marina Ormes here with your Astro Vibe for Tuesday, December 13th. The moon is still in Leo today, so we're continuing these themes of self-expression and so today we're focusing on the best ways to express yourself, and maybe we can brainstorm together here a little bit about what that will look like for you. And yesterday I talked about shining your light in times of darkness, what that can look like, how to do it. And, we all go through moments that feel dark or even a little bit dimmer at times, right? Times when we don't feel as enthusiastic or optimistic about where we're at or what the future might bring. So how to shine your light in those moments is what it really is all about, because it all comes down to you and your attitude. And when you have an attitude of openness, of creativity, of being willing to find solutions, it helps a lot. I'm not saying it solves all your problems, but it certainly can help you to be more available for insights and new ways of thinking, new perspectives, open to things shifting. And so it's your attitude, your understanding of yourself and the things that support you in shifting your attitude, your perspective, your ways of thinking about things, things that support you in moving your emotions so that you can clear those and be open to something new and different. All of that is part of supporting yourself in your own well-being and your own ability to solve problems for yourself. And really, as we're looking at the moon cycle with setting our intentions at the new moon, seeing what evolves and unfolds and is revealed at the full moon, we have this ongoing cycle that supports us in doing this work. And so when you work with the cycle of the moon each month to set your intentions, plant those seeds at the new moon, and then something is reflected back to you at the full moon that says, yeah, great, you're on track. This is really good, and you're doing good things for yourself. Or maybe it reflects back, hey, you might want to think about this a little differently, or hey, you might want to have a different approach over here, or support yourself differently. So the universe can reflect back to you what's going to be helpful. And the beauty of this system is that it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks, because this is all you experimenting with your own attitudes and seeing if you can generate shifts for yourself. So there's no reason not to try, right? And if nothing else, I think having a shift in attitude can help you feel better in the moment, right? Like having a little bit of a brighter perspective on things can never be a bad thing. So here we are, and we are with the Leo moon moving. The moon is waning, right? We're moving past the full moon. And let me get back here. So past the full moon, and we're heading into the third quarter, which will be the place halfway between the full moon and the next new moon, when the moon is half illuminated, and that is a time of integration. So as we're going through this waning moon, which is about digesting, integrating, processing what was revealed at the full moon, and deciding what to make of it or how to respond to what was revealed. And so here we are in Leo with this Leo energy that says, how are you going to express yourself as a way of processing what was revealed at the full moon? So all that's very mental and a lot of technical detail, but the idea is that with the moon in Leo, it's the perfect time to put your thoughts into some form of self-expression. And so what does that look like for you? Do you like drawing? Do you like painting? Do you like playing with words? Do you like playing on the computer and the different things you might be able to create there? Working on projects. Do you like building things? Do you like big, like working with big things, like maybe furniture or something in your garden or landscaping? So whatever it is that speaks to you, that you enjoy doing for a hobby, how can you make that into a creative expression? And when it's being creative, the way that you know you're being creative is that you are having fun. So that's the beautiful thing, right? Like, if you think back to when you were a child, excuse me, and you were just playing, right? That you didn't have any goals as a child playing. Like you were just having fun. You were just exploring ideas, trying things out, putting on dress up clothes or playing with whatever it was you played with. And that it's that spirit of having fun and putting that sense of fun and joy into what you're doing that allows it to it becomes its own dynamic. Like you are creating, but the material that you're creating is reflecting something back to you, which can be delightful, right? Like for me, if I write and write out words in the form of like playing with poetry, then a lot of times I write things down without any particular goal in mind. I am not trying to, win a poetry contest or anything like that. I'm just writing down words and thoughts and feelings that are coming through me. And I read it. And it's like, oh, wow, it awakens something in me that I couldn't have experienced without doing that process. So I put the words down and then I read it back and I'm like, oh, yeah, that, it moves me. It awakens something in me. It helps me to see or feel or notice something I couldn't see or feel or notice before. So that artistic process, that creative process is fun. It is serving you. It is serving you, your ability to play and discover and experience joy and delight. And it's important just for that reason, for no other reason, right? That it helps you feel better, move energy, engage with the world, and all of that helps you to be more available for creative problem solving in real world practical things that truly are, feel maybe not so much like play, but more like something that you have to do or accomplish. So when you have that spirit of playfulness, it helps those things that feel more like work or feel more like they matter. It helps those things to also be able to move and see different approaches and synchronistically, new ideas just pop into your mind because you have that playful attitude. So that is what Leo is helping us do. This Leo moon is supporting us in this self-expression. It can help you anywhere from turning on your flashlight in times when things feel a little bit dim, or all the way up to, really truly expressing your creativity and creating something new, which is what ultimately the word create means, right? It means to create something, to bring something into being, to make something that wasn't there before. And that includes things that serve your own well-being. It includes projects you create that can make a difference. in your life, in the world, can make a positive impact for others. So creativity is really important. It's an important part of life. I would say in many ways, a lot of the rest of the zodiac is there to support that, right? It's all the other pieces that we have might be there just to support this movement of creative energy through us so that we can share and shine our light and be our true selves and offer what it is we are good at as a gift to the world. So there you go. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your support. Hit the subscribe button if you are enjoying these videos. I do have mini readings available at astrologyheals.com. We've got the next new moon coming up, and so you might want to go ahead and get that scheduled to make sure you have some input through that mini reading in time for that new moon, and understanding where it falls in your chart, what it's going to bring up for you, how to set the best intentions based on how your chart and what your chart reveals about your path, and how to best meet the challenges that show up in your life. There's so much we can do when we look at your personal, that I can do when I look at your personal chart, in terms of giving you some insights that support you in what you're already doing to help yourself step into greater well-being and wholeness, and live your best life and shine your light in the best ways possible. So thanks for being here. I will see you next time, and bye for now.